What's up, beautiful people, amazing people? How are you all doing? How are you all doing, you guys? I hope you all are doing amazingly well. So, guys, in today's video, we are going to be talking about what is going on between the United States and Uganda. And I thought I'd bring it on here because, well, why not? So, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified anytime I upload a new video. And with that being said, let's get into it. So, guys, just in case you haven't heard or you don't know, being gay or anything relating to the LGBTQ plus community is highly, when I say highly, it is highly forbidden in Africa. As a matter of fact, I'm not saying it doesn't exist. It does exist. It is almost non existent as it is illegal in so many African countries. As a matter of fact, it is ruled as an act that is punishable by the law. If caught, you could be sentenced to years imprisonment or even death, as so many people have already lost their lives to this alone. And the United States have been fighting for so long to make it legal in so many African countries. But then again, recently the president of Uganda signed an anti-gay law in the country of Uganda. And because of this, the United States has threatened to take away its aid that are being provided to the country of Uganda.
Excuse me, sir.
It seemed the topic of homosexuals was provoked by the arrogant and careless Western groups that are fond of coming into our schools and recruiting young children into homosexuality and lesbianism. Even now, I have not really fully understood it, that you can fail to be attracted to all these beautiful women here and elsewhere, and you are attracted by a man. That's a very serious matter. It means there's something really wrong with you. So for me, in my simple way, I thought they must be born like that. No study has shown that. No study has shown that you can be homosexual purely by nature. Since nature is the main cause of homosexuality, then society can do something about it to discourage the trends. That is why I have agreed to sign the bill.
Around the world. What I can tell you about steps the United States might take in response is that we are undertaking a review of our relationship with Uganda in light of this decision.
But Museveni remains unperturbed.
The outsiders cannot dictate to us. This is our country, this is our society, this is our future. It is not anybody's future. And the outsiders will have to live with us, or if they don't want, they take their aid and we shall. Uganda is very rich, we don't need aid. In fact, aid is part of the problem.
Continue to urge.
Well, that is the video, you guys. And please, what do you guys think? Because since the news broke, there have been so much outrage going on and people stitching the video and giving their 2 cents as well, which I have put together some of the response for you guys. So let's quickly check them out. And also, please leave your thoughts and let me know what you think at the comment section below.
This is a true leader of Africa. We have no problem with LGBTQ, but don't force it on
Yeah,
us.
Uganda. I don't know your president, but he make me proud to be an African. I don't know your president, but he make me proud to be an African. This is what we need. This is the type of leader we need. We don't need cowards as leaders. We don't need cowards as leaders. This is what we need. Mr. President, I salute you. Who the hell is United States? Dear United States, you want to go to hell? Go ahead, go to hell. You want to put your children in bondage? Go ahead, put your children in bondage. We don't care. But do not come to Africa and ask us to put our children, our generation in bondage because of an abomination. You can live how you want to live. Don't bring it to Africa.
The world. What I can tell you about steps the United States.
I didn't know how to make this video without it sounding like I was anti-rainbow, but hear me out. All right, so I remember last year Uganda uncovering all that gold, like millions of tons of gold, plus it was worth about $13 trillion. That's with a T, $13 trillion. And I knew after seeing that story that the powers that be was going to try to get their hands on this gold. Now, y'all think about everything that's happening in this world right now. The unrest that's in Mexico, the unrest in Haiti, slavery happening in India, in China, in Africa, the war that's happening between tribes in Africa, people dying every day by the hundreds. All this stuff is happening, okay, around the globe. There are environmental dangers right now. The world is literally on the brink of like turning into a ball of fire. And you mean to tell me that the United States is saying that they're going to stop giving aid to Uganda because of the LGBTQ community? As much power as the United States have to fix everything pretty much that's happening across this world, they're choosing that to be what they advocate for. All the different things that's happening in the United States right now that the government is not taking a part of, but the government is saying that we want to give rights to the LGBT community in Uganda. All I'm saying is that at the end of the day, we know this is not about rights. And that's the reason why people quit jumping on trains all the time, because it's not about the rights of those people. It's about the gold that they want to take out of their country.
Around the world. What I can tell you about steps the United States.
Man, I'll tell you what, man. I love my country. I love the country that I live in. Been an American citizen my entire life. I love the people. But I don't love the government, and I see the government for what it is. Many people are starting to see the tear down from within inside our own government, and they don't even take care of their people, and they think that they can go into other nations with their extremist ideology and be the big bad bully and is going to dictate to other nations how they're going to live and do things in their country. And if they don't abide and listen to them, they're going to remove things from them. That's the definition of communism. And a lot of things that are being revealed about what our government has done in many, many other nations, including the Middle East, what's happening with Russia and all these other places, as you see nations separating from America, the crumble happening, and judgment is upon America. And it's our own fault. For far too long, America has been prideful. And I'm very grateful for the men and women who have died serving for our freedoms, now to watch our freedoms being taken. They don't take care of their own people. And I stand with Uganda. You're not going to go into another country and dictate to their president and their God-given rights on how they're going to live and do things in their country. And this is the tactics of the big bad bully, the government. And if you can't see it for what it is, I pray that your eyes are open, because these viewpoints and extremist ideologies that only in America, that are through the TVs that we watch, that program, and we see the society, the depraved society that we have, and you extend overseas, and some of these ideologies they've never even heard of. I stand with you, Uganda. I stand for everybody's God-given right. I pray for your president that he may be blessed, protected, that you guys are protected, and know that there are citizens inside of America that also stand with you too. And praise be to God for people like your president that stands up for the rights of people to protect your people from this wicked ideology that is spreading and corrupting America's society. And don't worry, they don't really care about anybody. They're tearing us down over here too. And I'm praying that more citizens wake up, because other nations certainly are seeing that America is no longer the beacon of liberty and light and freedom. God bless you guys.
We're undertaking a review of our relationship with Uganda in.
So the United States and Western nations are actively trying to bully African countries into accepting the whole LGBTQ lifestyle and legalizing marriage and whatnot for those countries. And a lot of these African countries, then their leaders are coming back and saying, that's not our society. Please don't try to push that agenda on our people. And yet now the United States is threatening to withhold aid, as if we don't already rob the continent of Africa as a Western nation because they don't want to accept this lifestyle. I remember when people were saying that if you call what is being pushed an agenda, that you were a bigot. But to me, if you decide that you want to go into a sovereign nation and push any type of lifestyle that they're not willing to accept, not only is that an agenda that you have to formulate, but it's a form of colonization. And that's what this is to me.
Around the world. What I can tell you about steps the United States.
Okay, first of all, let's get this straight. United States, USA, whatever the fuck you guys call yourself. You cannot go around the fucking world and start bullying people to do stuff because you guys are okay with all this bullshit and nonsense. Africa is not your fucking country. If you want to accept all this LGBTQ stuff going on here, that's fine. That is fine. That don't give you the right to go try to bully other country to do the same fucking shit. There are culture in Africa, and that culture they want to keep. I know you guys don't understand nothing about culture, but it's okay. Keep your people in your country. If you don't like it, the way they are ruling their government, don't go there. Do not go there. Simple as ABC. You cannot bully the Uganda president, the Liberian president, to legalize LGBTQ. Legalize LGBTQ for what? For what? What goes on in America goes on in the Western world. Don't have to go on in Africa. And I love what the Uganda president says. Fuck you and your goddamn aid. Keep your aid. Uganda has so much resources. They don't need your fucking aid. You guys are the one that need African aid. Because without Africa, y'all cannot survive anyway. Y'all cannot survive anyway. Why the hell are y'all always trying to bully people? The time of bulliness is over. You guys are not the number one power in the world anymore. I know you guys are fighting with Russia and China to be back the number one power. It's not going to happen. Africa had enough for your motherfucking asses. Keep your asses in America and in Europe. If you don't like the way they are going or according to their laws, don't go there. Don't go there. Keep your ass in America. Keep your ass in Europe. That is just simple. Keep your ass in America and Europe. The audacity you guys have is unbelievable. It is absolutely unbelievable, the audacity you guys have. Y'all think people scared of you guys? No, they are not scared of you guys no more. Focus on Russia and China. And stay out of African business. Stay out of Africa business.
The world. What I can tell you about steps the United States.
Hey TikTokers, it's your girl Dominique, and I'm here to talk about this story. Please go look at the original video. So the story is basically about America going against Uganda, one of the countries in Africa, because they don't want to legalize homosexuality. And they threaten if they don't legalize homosexuality, they would take away their aid that they give to Uganda. To me, that's wrong, and I'm going to tell you why. First, I'm not sure of when they came up with this, agreement to help Uganda, and if it was prior to homosexuality being accepted in America, you are absolutely wrong to say I'm going to stop supplying you aid solely because you don't want to make it legalized in your country like it is over here. First off, that's wrong. And secondly, we have to understand, even though we might aid that country, we do not own that country. And as a country, they decide what they feel is acceptable. They feel what is not acceptable. And they make the laws over there. I know that might sound crazy, right? But it's okay to have countries with different opinions. Now, do I think it's morally wrong? Probably. Because again, nobody should be standoff or disrespected, right? And homosexuality fits in that bubble as well. But at the same time, they have all rights not to accept it if they do not want to. America has to understand we are very versatile and open to a lot of things that other countries don't really tolerate in their country. And that's okay. But like I said, if America had disagreements prior to homosexuality being accepted in the United States, and now you're trying to force a whole nother country to accept it, solely because you're providing an agreement that you said you would do, America is wrong. And I live in America, but I understand that even though I live in America, a lot of things that America do to other countries is wrong. And I can stand on that. But that is my thoughts on the topic. Tell me what you think. Do you agree? Disagree? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Of our relationship with Uganda in light of this decision.
Yo, who the hell do we think we are telling another country that they need to legalize homosexuality or we're not going to give them aid? What kind of backwards ass society do we live in? The nerve of us pushing our weight around to take Western values and push them on other countries. It's okay that you choose to have a same-sex relationship. That's totally fine. That's not what this is about. But when we overstep our boundaries to start saying, hey, by the way, if you also don't legalize it and accept it, we're not going to help you anymore. Yo, man, we've got bigger issues, man, and we just continue to keep pushing our weight around. This is pissing me off.
I would like to advise the Europeans and the Western groups that this is one area which should be a no-go area, because if they want real confrontation with us, this is one area they are not going to make our people budge. Okay, they have told us, and we have told them, and they are the ones who provoked it in the first place.
But what about the equality of an individual, as the Western countries would argue, to have the right to choose what they want for themselves? That just by virtue of being a human being, they have certain human rights, and one of which is to express themselves freely in the way that they choose.
We cannot accept that behaving unnaturally is a human right. I was regarding it as an inborn problem.
A genetic link to homosexuality.
Genetic distortion. That was my argument. But now our scientists have knocked this one out. And once you argue that it is a question of choice, then really you have lost the argument as far as these Ugandans are concerned.
Do you think that by signing the bill, you're taking Uganda backwards?
Not at all, not at all. Uganda is where it has always been. The Uganda have never supported our society since time immemorial, have never supported homosexuals.
What is your message to Western human rights groups, to President Obama, to lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender people?
Respect African societies and their values. If you don't agree, you just keep quiet. Let's manage our society the way we see. If we are wrong, we shall find out by ourselves. Just the way we don't interfere with yours.
Do you personally dislike homosexuals?
Of course, they are disgusting. What sort of people are they? How can you go? I don't. I never knew what they were doing. That's how I've been told recently that what they do is terrible, disgusting. But I was ready to ignore that if there was proof that that's how he's born, abnormal. But now the proof is not there.
Is this about politics more than morality and religion or culture?
Not at all.
There are many critics that have said this is about 2016. This is about the elections, and the majority of people in this country support what you're doing. They support anti-gay legislation.
But everybody's lecturing us. You should do this. You should do that. You should do that. But this is my house. I know how to run my house. How can you find a married man and you lecture him how to run his house? That shows what we call in Swahili, dharau. Dharau, contempt. It's contempt. You cannot see a mature man with a bald head, you see. And you give me a lecture on how to run my house. Sure, I know how to run my house.
For us as Africans, we don't believe in homosexuality. And I think as an African, he should take his stand and take what the people in Africa stand for, which is non-homosexuality.
I want to congratulate the Ugandan believers for rejecting homosexuality. We have been telling them, please, this problem of homosexuality is not something that you should normalize and celebrate. I told them that it is true that there was some few homosexuals here before the Europeans came here. I had heard of some few stories, but it was clear that this was a deviation from normal. Like you can have somebody with the 6 fingers instead of 5. But now, the Europeans, because they don't listen, they don't respect other people's views, they want to turn the abnormal into normal and force it on others. I was in the USA in December. Mr. Biden had invited us there. There was this young a lady who came that she's a minister of something. Then instead of talking about things which we agree on, then she brought these homosexuals. I told her, but we're not going to agree. So what I do, I will invite you. You come and talk to my interreligious council. I forgot to tell them when I came back. I forgot about it. So I will now invite her to meet the interreligious council. They can convert her from her position. But it is good that you took a principled stand and you told Canterbury, please, if you want to go homosexual, go. For us here in our language, we say, Rubangatiye.
For us here, we say that God is there.
And we say, Rubangatek.
And also we say God is mighty.
Very good. So we are not going to follow people who are lost.
Well, anyway, you guys, that is it for the video. Please leave your thoughts and let me know what you think at the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified anytime I upload a new video. And with that being said, I will see you all in my next one. Stay blessed and much love. Bye.